Hi everyone, this is Yao from the ASP.NET Web API team. What I'm going to show you today is a pretty cool feature that we have been working on called Web API Help Page. This feature will automatically generate a documentation page that will describe the APIs on your service. Just to give you an idea on how this feature works, I will show you a quick demo. Here I have a Web API project created from the default template. So in addition to the default values controller, I added this users controller that has three actions that will either take a user or return the user, which is a POCO type with public getters and setters. Now to get the help page on this project, you can go to manage NuGet packages and search for a help page. Make sure you include the pre-release. Here you can see the help page pre-release package. Let's install that. When that's done, you'll see this new MVC area created for the help page. This provides a nice separation from the rest of your project to avoid any conflict with your existing code. Now, since this project is created using the default template, it is good to go because by default, it will automatically register all the areas. Now we can just run the application. And we can browse to help to see the help page. As you can see, it's showing the API that I have on my service. Now you can modify this address of your help page by changing the help page area registration, which I'm going to show you. Here you can change it, for example, to something else like doc. So the next time you start the application, instead of browsing to help, you can just browse to doc to see the help page. And you can customize the UI using the MVC and Razor view engine. We're going to show you something pretty quick here. Just go by going to the help page view, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the general layout. I'm just going to point this layout to the share layout. Now if we run the application again, and go to doc, you notice that the overall appearance of the help page has changed because of the layout. So that's one way how you can customize the help page using the MVC features. Now if we click on one of these APIs, you'll see more detailed information about this API. You can see the documentation, some request information including the parameters and the parameter bodies. It will show you the different formats that are supported by this API, and you can see the sample request body in different formats, like we have XML. They also show you the response information in JSON and XML. These samples you see here are automatically generated by the help page using the formatters. As you can see here, in some cases there's some formatter that cannot be used to write the sample object, in which case we have to provide the sample manually. So let's go back to our help page area, we can open this help page config, which is a place that you can go and provide different settings for the help page. Here we're going to use the helper called set sample for type, which you can use to provide the sample manually for all the form URL encoded media type and type of user. For illustration purposes, let's just put something like name equal foo. Now if we run the application again and browse to the help page, going to post users, you see that there's no longer a exception message here, and you'll see the sample showing up here in the help page. Now what I'm going to show you next is how to provide documentation for the help page, and we're going to use the XML comment that I already have on the actions as the documentation for the help page. So first you have to make sure that the XML documentation is enabled by going to project properties, build, and make sure you check this XML documentation file. So in this case it's generating the file under app data, which you can see here I included as part of the project that will be copied to the output directory. Next, we can go to the help page config again and simply uncomment this code, which will wire up the XML documentation file to the help page. This XML documentation provider will take a physical path of your XML documentation. So in this case it's name MVC application 1. So now if we run the application, we should see this XML comment showing up on the help page. There it is. Okay, so that concludes our quick demo for the help page preview. Hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching.